Hey everybody, it's Yasmin here. How are you today? I've got my curly hair on today. Who's got curly hair out there that they often straighten? Sometimes when I'm using my straightener, I think, where was this straightener when I was a teenager? Oh my God, I would have loved it. Now, curly hair is slightly more acceptable, isn't it? So sometimes I let it go curly. So there you go, discussing hair. So today what I want to talk about is an interesting question, which is what happens when oracle cards tell you something you don't want to know? All right, so I wrote a post the other day on my website, and let me just tell you, go to my website now. We're just letting people hop on. Hello, Susan. Hello, Instagram. I'm back. I started broadcasting live on Instagram again as well. I hadn't been doing it because my my second phone wasn't working, but now it is. Hello everybody who's there. My eyes are really bad today. Oh, thanks Susan. Susan likes my hair like this. My husband and my son like my hair like this as well. I much prefer it when I straighten it, but sometimes I just don't get around to it. Hello, Gemma. All right, so on my website, yasminboland.com, I wrote a post, I think about 2 days ago, which was called A Simple Ritual When You're Going Through a Rough Time. And in it, I shared one of the methods that I use when I'm going through a rough time, which I am slightly going through a rough time at the moment, actually, with this ongoing issue that I have in Australia, which still doesn't seem to have resolved itself. So I talk about what you can do, which is what I do, which is you can roll out your yoga mat, put on some beautiful essential oils, put on some beautiful music, do a few stretches, do a little bit of a meditation, a guided meditation if you like, and then close your eyes and just be quiet. And then think about your problem, surrender it to the divine, and then draw an oracle card and journal about it. Write it down, say what the card you got was, and so on. And so what happens when you keep getting a card that you don't like? Okay, what happens then? Do you just kind of like cry? Or do you take another card and hope to get a better one? Okay, so no is the answer to those two questions. No, you don't cry, and no, you don't just keep taking cards until you get one that you like. That's crazy. You can do a card a day really on one subject, I think, or maybe a card. If you want to do a single card and then you want to do a full spread, that's fine on the same subject, but you don't want to just keep asking the same question over and over and over again. So what do? Well, this is what I do. I think, I don't really like that outcome. I'm going to change something. So just say, for example, you had an issue at work and you were going to send an email that you thought, was say a good way to resolve it. And then you got a card going, crazy times ahead if you do this, then you might think, okay, well, maybe I'm not going to send the email like that. And you might then maybe seek out a trusted friend who's, good at this stuff and say, okay, I'm having this issue with this colleague. What am I meant to do? And, maybe someone will be a little bit more, level-headed than you and will help you write something that's far more constructive, for example. So then does that alter the course of what's going to happen next? Yes, of course it does. Because if you were about to send an email that may have been, say, inflammatory, such as, I did not do this is heresy, versus, I'm very sorry that it appears to be this, let's try and get to the bottom of it, because from my perspective, I know that this is not the case, but obviously we need to look at why it appears to be to you, for example. And then you're going to change what happens next, aren't you? You're going to change what happens next. So that's what I do when I get a card I don't like. I change something about what I'm doing. And that's what I would suggest you do as well. So let's do a card now, and I'm going to use I'm going to use these cards from my lovely pen pal. She and I have only met once, but we're kind of pen pals now, and we talk on the phone. Colette Barron-Reid. We met in New York at a Hay House event, and we've stayed in touch ever since. And so this is her Good Tarot deck. And I mean, it's interesting because it's tarot, but it's Colette Barron-Reid. So it's not scary, scary tarot. It's slightly less scary tarot. You know, like let's have a look at what it says, for example, for the famous card, which I'm pretty sure the famous card of tarot is the Tower, right? So this is the Tower in Colette Tarot. Nothing remains the same, and I need to accept that life evolves through cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Now is a time of transition as things changing from one form to another. As things are changing from one form to another. I need to allow this to happen for the highest good. I'm called to let go of the old as I welcome in the new. Okay, so, you know, it's not like the Tower if you did it with the Rider-Waite deck. All right, so let's do a card. Think about your biggest pressing issue, and we're going to do this. And it's tarot, so it's a little bit more intense. All right, it's a little bit more intense. What card are we going to get? Colette loves the tarot. She says they're her roots. So she might do more tarot in the future. We'll see. All right, so are you ready? Here comes, oh, that's just the wrong way around there. So let me put that the right way around. All right. Intense is invigorating, says Alicia. Well, okay. All right, got the card. I haven't seen it yet. So I'm asking, I know what I'm asking about. Do you know what you're asking about? Say it silently or out loud, or write it down. I'll write mine down, actually. Okay, you've always got to know what you're asking about. You can't just, you know, randomly. Or you can ask for life guidance. All right, so are you ready? Let's see what kind of card we've got. Oh, interesting. The Ace of Earth. Now I'm going to guess that is the equivalent of the Ace of Pentacles. That's a wild guess. I haven't double checked, but I'm pretty sure Earth would be coins. Makes sense, doesn't it? All right, let's see. 6 of Earth, 10 of Earth. Where is it? Queen. Okay, we have it. Are you ready for your reading? Oh, my eyes are so bad today. I don't know what it is. It feels like they've got sand in them. Prosperity is in its purest form. Woohoo! That's nice, isn't it? Concrete results in the physical world, abundance made manifest. So anyone who's asking about a work or financial question, good card. Okay, I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. Ooh. I can generate gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. I make an impact. The essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. So there you go. Prosperity basically lies ahead. Yay. And if you're watching this, then you're watching it for a reason. Okay? So we didn't get a difficult card this time. But had we got a difficult card, we could just say, okay, well, in this matter, I need to do something different. So there you go. So I just thought I'd share that today. We will be working with oracle cards and manifesting and changing the future in our free 7-day Moonology Manifesting Challenge. We have more than 10,000 people signed up. However, many of you have not signed up for the Facebook group. So you need to look through your emails for the Moonology Manifesting Challenge, and there is a link in the email from when you signed up. And if it's not in your regular inbox, look in your spam, because you need to sign up for it, or you can just go on Facebook and look for the Moonology Manifesting Challenge. That will probably do you as well. And just make sure you're into the Facebook group, because that is how we're going to be broadcasting the Moonology Manifesting Challenge, which will be exactly like this, except all about manifesting. All right? Moon manifesting. All right. People are saying, love the card. Perfect answer. That is absolutely great. So there you go. All right. Well, lots of love. Remember, you can always influence, using a card. If you don't like the card, change the outcome. More about this in October with my new deck of cards. Lots of love. See ya tomorrow.